Good afternoon, everyone, watching this Women's Super-Liga match this evening in Cumbre, at the centre in Cumbre in Rockingham. We've got the Northern Hawks playing Cumbre now, and I'll read out these team lists for you so we can get away as they are fist bumping each other, ready to commence the game. The Northern Hawks side I will read out first. We've got Maddie Bogus, number 33. Jessica John, 32. Tina Campos in goals, which you don't actually usually see, is number 1 today. Jasmine Batson, 34. Ruby Cohen, number 3. And Dakota Van Vu is number 9 today. And starting off for the Northern Hawks is looking like Maddie Bogus. And for the Cambio Cumbre Rockingham side for today, we've got Amy Harrop, number 55, Ellis Glanfield, number 9, Peyton Govia, number 10, Tamika Klump, number 18, Cara Suddy, number 11, Charlie Wainwright, number 16, and Taylor Olsen, number 30. I do apologise if I have mispronounced any of those incorrectly, but we start away and it's hit Charlie Wainwright and saved by Harrop. Still again, good turn by Charlie Wainwright on Ruby Cohen. Tries to cut in. And straight away, we've got an early goal from Charlie Wainwright. And good turn by Charlie Wainwright on Ruby Cohen. On the right side of the court. Good time to start getting that team that's scoring up straight away. Can really determine a game. Here she is again up front, Charlie Wainwright. And it's fallen into Tina Campos in goals. Played out to Ruby Cohen. Inside for Dakota Van Vu. And Harrop's there. Comes off Ruby's. Harrop again. Looking for an option. And shot from distance from Ellis Glanfield. Showing a pretty strong press straight away. Cumbre, long throw from Tina. Harrop on the right, plays into Glanfield, tries to hit Wainwright. Hawks really just need to calm the game down a little bit now. Some of these players have just competed at the National Championships in Sydney this week, probably still feeling rather fatigued and a bit sore. A couple of WA teams coming out with the win. The 16 girls won the tournament. Jazz Batson keeping it in the air. Peyton Govia through Charlie Wainwright. Nice bit of skill there from Dakota Van Vu. The ball's too long though. Batson's there. Van Vu's still there. Campos really stretching out, coming out, meaning Hawks really need to keep that ball. Here's Campos into Van Vu, who loses control of it. Probably not a bad idea for Hawks to play a lot of fifth today, especially without a goalkeeper. Charlie Wainwright, has done that a couple of times. Batson to Van Vu. Into Jessica John, who's got a good turn. And it's blocked by Peyton Govia. And Harrop's in for the interception. She's got Wainwright with her. Now at speed is Wainwright with Harrop. And just over, a little bit too long. Oh, Maddie Bogus has just gotten on the court. In a really good position. Right in front of the goalkeeper. Oh, and a really Decent effort there from Glanfield. Nice first time pass from Charlie Wainwright. Jess John finds Van Vu long. Awkward control. Harrop into Glanfield. Excellent fight there from Maddie Bogus, yes. And it's gone out for Cambio Cumbre, I believe. Charlie Wainwright with a really nice bit of skill, and she's taken on two of the Hawks players. Also a lot of really nice communication coming from Tina Campos from the back, which is exactly what these Hawks girls are going to need today without a goalkeeper. And Ellis Glanfield trying to keep that ball in. It would be a side ball for Jazz Batson. Hawks are needing a lot more movement now. That ball is stationary, but it will be a kick in their favour. Down their attacking goal. And I believe Harrop has exited the court. And we now have number 30, Taylor Olsen, for Cambio Cumbre. Also a nice, once again, bit of skill from Charlie Wainwright. Great tackle from Jess John. And free kick, I believe, called by referee Taz on the other side. I believe Cara Suddy has also entered the court for Cambio Cumbre. Apologies if I am mispronouncing that name. Nice, lovely through ball. Just for Taylor Olsen, a little bit long. Tina Campos with a very quick throw. Hawks are going to be probably needing to take some small, cautious steps today because of their numbers. Cumbre not having too many more, but that extra player will most certainly help in the last couple of minutes of the game. Lovely turn from Maddie Bogos, and Charlie Wainwright and her have a small battle, and we've got Olsen out on the left. Wainwright's there with Maddie, who's still away. She does get a shot away, but it's not in the favour of the Hawks. Good interception by Jazz Batson. Lovely play through there from Jess John. Oh, not a bad effort from distance from Ellis Glanfield. With 11 minutes on our clock. Will we see a small change of plan from both teams? Coach Greg Farrell indicating a lot of pressing for the Northern Hawks. Lovely challenge there from Jazz Batson, who unfortunately doesn't win that ball. Lovely little volleyball save there from Tiny Campos. Van Vu hitting Jess John very quickly. Lovely little turn there from Suddy into Olsen. Jazz Batson is with Jess John here. Jess John gets a really good shot away. Just hitting the top right post. Definitely starting to see some more fight from the Hawks now. Definitely offensively and playing out the back. Lovely touch there from Jess John, who cuts or tries to play Batson, who cuts in. And fifth man straight away, Tiny Campos does not hesitate. They need to recover really quick, the Hawks. And now Cumbre needing to do the same. Lovely ball from Jess John to Ruby Cohen. Finds Batson, who gets a really good shot away, but under pressure. Batson to Jessica John. Batson again to Cohen. Back to Jessica John. Attempting forwards, but Olsen gets the interception. She finds Suddy out on the right, and Olsen gets that shot away. Oh, unlucky pass. Van Vuren, really good challenge by Jasmine Batson. Campos still away. Hawks really needing to keep that ball. What is the Cumbre defense going to do about that extra man? Hawks doing a very good job keeping that ball. And the referee's indicated a rolling foul against Black on the way. Some very, very nice fifth man being played there by the Northern Hawks. With now Cumbre still pressing. We've got Van Vu up top. Jessica John. Hawks whipping out fifth man once again, which I don't think the Cumbre players are too aware on defending. And Northern Hawks just continuously giving the ball away. Charlie Wainwright down the left. She goes for near posts. And a timeout is called, I think, for the Northern Hawks. We will be right back once this timeout has finished. Looking like Tiny Campos is going to be changing kit, potentially for visibility reasons. Players are struggling to find her on the court. I could have been wrong before. That could have been Cambio Cumbre that called that timeout, maybe to talk about some defensive structure. I can actually hear Greg Farrell's reasonably loud voice from here, talking about pressing the ball. When we lose it, it's a very long track back. So let's see if this halftime, the timeout, with only 6 minutes, or 7 minutes I should say, on the clock for the remainder of this half. Cohen, good battle with Wainwright. And a clearance from Harrop, who has re-entered the court. Campos to John, into Cohen. Not a lovely first time ball from Jess John. As a result of looking for a very quick counter. Cumbre looking for the same thing. Hitting very early. And Tina Campos with the first time. A lovely layoff from Dakota Van Vu. Wainwright driving forwards, tries to find Harrop. Campos trying to hit that longer ball. Hawks needing to track back for support. Campos traveling. Campos with a lovely lovely shot from the sideline, making that 1-1 for the Northern Hawks. It's definitely been close most of this game so far. Had a lot of shots with a lovely first in those sort of areas, and that is a very good goal to get just before the halftime for the Northern Hawks. I think fifth man for the Hawks is probably not the worst thing to play for spurts of the game, just to conserve energy and keep that ball off the Cambio Cumbre players. Jess John surging forward, and Dakota Van Vu, the lovely touch and finish in from Jess John, making that 2-1 very quickly for the Northern Hawks. Jess John surging forward, and Dakota Van Vu, than what I just said, being up at halftime. I think the Cumbre players are starting to slowly run out of ideas, and Van Vu's in again, and she gets a third for Northern Hawks. Starting to slowly run out of ideas, and Van Vu's in again. Probably 30 seconds to a minute. And she gets a third triple there. Score that they had previously. Cumbre now having a similar problem to what the Hawks had at the start of the game. Just not keeping that ball Players not probably moving for each other as well as they could be. I think the fifth man has thrown a spanner in the mix a little bit for the Cumbre girls, and it's a lovely interception there. Just Sean, and a really nice deflection as well from Ellis Glanfield. Campos trying to break through the line. And I think there's a free kick being given for Cambio Cumbre, just on the edge of their D. Another interception from Van Vu, who tries nice and quickly with their left foot. A most definite handball from Jess John, but I definitely respect the effort. Glanfield to Hallop. Back to Cara Suddy. Glanfield again with some footwork. Back to Suddy and into Van Vu. Trying to find a ball over the top for Cohen. Really needed to keep that ball once again. Charlie Wainwright's in. She takes on Jess John. Lovely play out of pressure from Jess John. And the ball does roll out. I believe it will be a Northern Hawks kick in. Campos looking to urge quickly. Lovely step and goal. Think a different direction that Tina Campos was directing Maddie Bogos, but it has most certainly paid off with the goal. Lovely making that 4-1 now for the Northern Hawks, as we're nearly halfway through the stop clock period of our second half. Oh, sorry, our first half. Ball's urged forwards by Charlie Wainwright, who I don't think has been off the court this half. Van Vu into Jess John with a shot from distance. It's a good shot as well. First touch, Maddie Bogost trying her luck with some footwork. Lovely roll back from Jess John. Wainwright has Olsen with her. It's a good save, and we've got Maddie Bogos coming off for the Northern Hawks now. And Jasmine Batson looking like she's struggling with a bit of a sore back, but looking like she's all good, ready to finish the half. And there we have a first half finished for our Women's Super-Liga game. Cambio Cumbre against the Northern Hawks, leaving us with a 4-1 scoreline. We will be back for the commencement of the second half. Alright, welcome back to our second half of our WSL Women's Super-Liga game this afternoon in Cambio Cumbre, or I should say in Rockingham. It's luckily not too hot. As I mentioned before, some of these players had just been playing at the National Championships in Sydney, which was very hot. And I can vouch because I was there, coaching a couple of the players on the court. Cumbre looking like there is a goalkeeper change for the second half. Looking like we have Taylor Olsen, in goals. Cohen now looking to play Van Vu. Van Vu finding Batson, but Batson probably needed to drop a little bit quicker than that. Referees have signalled a rolling ball from a kick-in. Cohen out to Campos. Finds Van Vu in a lot of space, who's already scored, and now she's on a hat-trick. Dakota Van Vu out to Campos. Finds Van Vu in a lot of space, who's already scored, and now today, right in front of goal. But I never ever call a game until the final whistle is blown, especially in the game of futsal where anything can happen in such small areas. They do look a little re-energized, though, the Cumbre players. Cohen out to Maddie Boggust. Van Vu with a shot, again from distance in her favourite area. And I believe we have our first half goalkeeper Also starting for Cumbre now on the court. Tamika Klump is now running around with the court players. Glanfield into Charlie Wainwright. Nice bit of skill in there. Out to Suddy, who finds Glanfield. Back to Wainwright, who cuts in really nicely, and a lot of good space there, but Campos is enough to stop the shot. Bogus about out to Ruby Cohen. Back to Batson, who does give the ball away. Another nice shot there from Glanfield. Van Vu trying to find Maddie Bogus, but she doesn't, and Charlie Wainwright's got a nice bit of skill in there. Driving forwards very quickly. Can she get? And it's a lovely save from Campos. A little bit of biasy there. Campos has been in this situation a couple of times. Isn't actually not a terrible goalkeeper when she's in the goals. Her brother, well, they're both Brazilian, and he's a very, very good goalkeeper. Plays and lives in Brazil, I believe. Lovely turn from Maddie Bogus, who's in on goal, but receives a corner. Nice dummy there from Ruby Cohen, giving Van Vu the space and time to shoot. It's a long throw from Olsen. It's a lovely flick over the top from Charlie Wainwright. Referee has indicated a free kick for Cambio Cumbre. And it will be a corner as well for Cumbre. Deflection off Ruby Cohen. Glanfield looks to play, I think, Wainwright, who was very deep. Dakota Van Vu is with Maddie Bogus, but she doesn't find her in time. Olsen plays out to Klomp. Wainwright. And Peyton Govia seems to just miss that ball under her foot. Quite a dangerous roll there from Maddie Bogos into Cohen. Plays back to Van Vu. Campos with a shot from distance. Bogos can be there for, but Peyton Govia does well, and it's a shot from Bogos, and it will be a corner. Campos with a shot well over the bar of the goal. And Cumbre will commence play, but I do believe she's taken just slightly too long, meaning it will be an indirect free kick in front of the goal for the Northern Hawks. Just so people are aware, most things that involve free kicks or indirect free kicks are usually game rule things, like pass backs, 2 touches, 4 seconds. Anything else is usually a direct free kick. Was a lovely, nice little bit of play there from Northern Hawks. Cohen just misses, but Peyton's there and just misses it. think Harrop was wondering why she wasn't receiving the ball, but there was a small apology there from Govia. Klump looks to play. I'm not sure that came off. It might have come off Maddie Boggust. Campos trying to find Boggust, who I think will end up with the ball, and was looking for a free kick there. Wainwright into Harrop, who turns well. Wainwright trying to find her again. Some good pressure there from the Northern Hawks. Peyton Govia. Batson. Probably a little bit hard for Boggust on the right foot. Wainwright into Govia, who looks for a ball, or sorry, a shot. Inside, nice and close. Ball over the top. Boggust does well to fight for that ball. Campos coming out for fifth man. Lovely first time ball in. Jazz Batson. Some very good control there of the game and her players, and with the ball from Tina Campos. Lovely bit of skill there, and she gets a shot away. Coming off Govia and Olsen in goals, resulting in a corner. Jessica John with the shot this time. Harrop out to Klump, hitting Govia. Harrop into Jazz Batson. Still a 5-1 scoreline with, in our second half, 10 minutes to go. And for those who don't know or are new to us or do not remember, the last 2 minutes of each half in Supa-Liga games are stop clock. Nice bit of skill there from Dakota Van Vorn, who, can she get a fourth? She's looking for it. Ball over the top. Harrop's the corporate player to receive it. Jess John with a lot of pressure now. Oh, lovely turn. And a lovely pass. Now it's the opposite ends. Bamboo's in. Saved by Olsen. John's in there. Klump nearly picking that ball up. And Batson trying to find, it looks like a bit of a niggle there from Maddie Boggust. As I said in the first half, with the players that the Northern Hawks and numbers that they have, and here we go, we've got a second goal for Tina Campos today. 6-1 in the first half with the players that, as I was saying, Hawks and numbers that they have, and here we go. I was saying about the Northern Hawks playing fifth man with only a sub is probably not a bad way to conserve energy for the squad and to keep the possession of the ball. But I was interrupted by Tina Campos' second goal. It'll be a goal throw for Tiny Campos. Oh, it's a dummy. Slight miscommunication there. And Charlie Wainwright is now in the sticks for Cumbre. Maybe does that indicate some fifth man? I'm not sure. For Cambio Cumbre, Hawks are still continuing the play of fifth man. Lovely ball in. 1-2. Campos bringing it down. John in a lot of space with a shot from distance. Wainwright looking to get the kick straight from the goals. .7:40 on the clock. Cumbre definitely having a nicer start. Looking to receive a free kick there. Govier's in. Campos with the save. Batson to Cohen. Out to John. Campos still looking to continue fifth man. Jazz Batson to Campos. Trying a bit of skill there with some luck, and referees indicated a rolling foul towards Hawks. Cohen with space, and John actually does a very good effort to find her in there. Finds Olsen. Into Suddy, into now Campos, who plays, finds Batson. And a lovely tackle from Batson, but she unfortunately doesn't win the ball. Cumbre starting again. Lovely ball into Olsen. Just having a quick look at the stats, looking like Northern Hawks are dominating in possession at the moment. Not by too much. And a lovely shot there from Olsen, who finds Batson. John to Cohen. Back to John. Out to Van Vu. Into Batson with lots of space. Small layoff. Van Vu and Batson. Miscommunication there. Lovely header from Tiny Campos. Cara Suddy doing very well there. Maddie with a very quick substitution. Olsen with ended up getting a deflection. John tries to find Bogus. Into Olsen. Lovely challenge there from Ruby and Glanfield, and It is going to be Charlie Wainwright's ball. Ellis Glanfield has definitely been a standout player today for the Cambio Cumbre. Quite an experienced player. And here she is now. Solid body work and footwork in there, pushing off the Hawks defenders. Campos does very well keeping it in. John. Another rolling foul for the Hawks. This isn't the last game we have this evening. We do have a men's Supa-Liga game straight after. Be same teams, Northern Hawks versus Cambio Cumbre. I will not be in the commentary booth next game. I'll be on the court. And there's the second for Cambio Cumbre. Lovely bit of skill and a good shot. Next game I'll be on the court. Ellis Glanfield. And maybe she can thank me for talking her game up before. For that one, but lovely finish there, making that the second goal for Cambio Cumbre. Campos tries to find Cohen. It's a bit of a scramble, but does well. John really slowing it down, and probably didn't look quick enough to Cohen. Lovely reaction though. She does well. And Cohen with a toe poke. Lovely, good hard shot at Charlie Wainwright. Making it a corner, I believe, for the Northern Hawks. Maddie Boggist out to Jess John, who looks to cut in and has a good effort in, trying to finish in the top right side of the goal. Wainwright over the top, tries to find Suddy. Campos finds Batson, one-on-one with Ellis Glanfield. She does well, keeps the ball. Out to Cohen, who fixes her mistake. And Ellis Glanfield's in here as well, and she does get a third. A third for Cumbre, I must say. Making that 6-3. Glanfield's in here as well, and she does get a third. Campos with a good effort though, in goals. We've got 1 minute remaining in our stop clock period and for the game. Can they snag another one to make it a little bit of a closer score? Ellis Glanfield looking for a free kick and does receive one at good distance. Straight from a shot at goal, Ruby Cohen, Jess John, just keeping that ball. It is going to be a two-touch call though. Campos not very happy with that, but Cohen, I'm sure, definitely does know the mistake. As I said before, this kick will be indirect. And just at the moment of angst, we have a timeout for Cumbre. Reasonably odd time to call a timeout, but I'm guessing maybe there isn't much awareness of, maybe it's a set piece plan for Cumbre. With only 30 seconds on the clock though, there isn't much time. As I was saying before, there will be a men's game straight after this, featuring some very, very good players, some who have played overseas. Obviously we know Futsalru Tyler Garnier does play in this club. Apologies, I've just been corrected. Tyler Garner. And we've obviously got Ches Houston for the Northern Hawks as well, another very experienced player. As of being a part of that game myself, I think it is going to be quite a game. Olsen with the challenge with Jess John. To Batson, who does slip through. Wainwright looking to have a shot. Seeing it out. On our clock it is saying just less than 10 seconds remaining. Ellis Glanfield doing super well there to get through. And receives a corner for the Cumbre. And then we have our full-time whistle for this evening's Women's Supa-Liga game. Cambio Cumbre against the Northern Hawks. Our final score for today is 6-4. I apologize. And I'll just read out our stats for this game, and we will start to commence the men's game straight after. Northern Hawks won on the possession today with 55%, 44 for Cambio Cumbre. There was lots of attempted passes today as well. 339 for the Northern Hawks. 259 for Cambio Cumbre, and the completed passes, Hawks did still end up on top with 236, 164 for Cambio Cumbre. Lots of shots on target today, total shots for both teams, on target or not on target, 33 for the Northern Hawks and 28 for Cambio Cumbre, which is actually very close. 20 on target for the Northern Hawks and 12 on target for Cambio Cumbre. My name is Tom Ellis. I will be playing this following game, so next commentators will take over. Thank you very much.